Hey guys, VSAC here again. Now, sorry for having to restart this video for the people that were just watching, but I was having a bit of a mic issue as I noticed from the side here. It wasn't really taking in my voice like it was supposed to, and it was getting really staticky. So I had to restart this video. So with that being said, I will, of course, start again. Also, I'm sorry again for being tired last week. And I, of course, was not speaking right. At times, it really took a lot of effort for me to speak like I did last week on those videos. And I had a major headache. And of course, again, with this comment, thumbs up for mentioning all dudes always lying about their sex lives. It's pathetic, and they do it for no reason. Like no one even asked them about their sex lives. Seriously, more people need to call them out. And so, of course, thank him for his comments. And just moving on from the next thing. And it, of course, from, kind of stems from high school and, people trying to shame others for not having as much sex as they do, even though they probably aren't even are probably still virgins themselves. And I also thought it was really funny. This one guy that was trying to act like a pickup artist one time on YouTube, he tried making his approach towards this lady because his title was "Watch Me Get This Chick," and so he makes his move and then gets the girl's number and all that, But then I looked into his channel and the video that I actually just saw, and I actually saw that he tried calling her, and he wasn't really able to get a date from her afterwards after he got her number. Now, you see, sometimes women will actually give you their number just so you'll leave them alone. In fact, even when I watched the video, I noticed that there was a bit of a moment when he was trying to talk to her, kind of like, she was thinking that, she just wanted this guy to go away and was just being nice, So just don't always believe what you see when it comes to guys like that. Sometimes people actually won't give you their number even if they're attracted to you, or their Facebook or whatever have you. But here's the thing. And the main reason why I just think it's dumb is because people just actually in general do not care about your sex lives. And I've, of course, stated this before, which is why I just wanted to base a video on this subject in general, is that people just don't care if you're a virgin or not. And even if they think that they do care if you're a virgin or not, it's because they're a fucking jackass, is the reason why they care. Why in the world would you need to care if somebody is a virgin? It just doesn't fucking matter. In fact, I'd actually would, in some way, prefer the person I'm having sex with or woman I'm having sex with to be a virgin, because that means they are much less likely to have sexual diseases, and especially do not want to have sex with somebody that has probably had sex with too many people, which is the reality. I mean, no offense, but would you want to have sex with a woman that you can tell has been around the block probably way too many times? No, you're probably not. I mean, she's probably contracted some kind of sexual disease of some kind, especially if she's a druggie. Especially if she is a druggie, let me tell you. Oh, some people, I tell you. I mean, and it's also the same case with men, too. I mean, if you are seriously having that much sex, I mean, you better count down the days of your life, because you're not going to be living much longer if you keep it up. I mean, at some point, you're probably going to get AIDS. And if you aren't checking yourself constantly, but even if you are checking yourself, you could actually die from too much sex. And it actually takes a bit less sex than you might think sometimes, because in some cases, all it takes is once. All it takes is once to impregnate a woman, and all it takes is once to contract a disease. Now, I mean, you might even have sex with 30 people or 30 women without contracting a disease. I'm not saying it's just going to happen. I'm not going to try and scare you like some of the teachers in high school will with safe sex. Although one thing that will help is wrapping it up. That will help at the very least. And also taking the proper meds. Now that will, of course, help you live kind of longer if you're living a very sexualized lifestyle. But in any case, most people seriously either are addicted to sex or they are just lying about, what they are talking about. Because the reality is, it's not like, you could just, like I've said before, just walk up to somebody and just, like James Bond, and just have sex with them for some stupid ass reason. It's like, oh, I said a few here and there words and now we're getting laid, That's not exactly how it works most of the time in real life. And even if it does, it's definitely not in the way that James Bond does it. Not even fucking close. Most cases, you seriously do have to pay to have sex. You seriously do. Whether you're going on a date with this woman or you are, picking up a prostitute or whatever have you. One of the few cases where you aren't getting paid for sex or paying for sex might be if you're in a federal prison. However, there are some cases where there's actually prisons around here in Iowa where they will actually pay you to suck your dick. I'm dead serious. They actually will pay you to suck your dick. And you don't have to be good looking either. They actually will pay you sometimes, in some cases. And then, of course, there's, the rape. But, rape doesn't actually happen as much in prison as they say it does, but it does happen sometimes. But definitely not as much as they say it does. In movies, they act like rape happens like left and right, and that's actually not really true, but just so you know, it does happen sometimes. Also, I think they've pretty much taken all bars of soap out of prison by now. They actually use a soap dispensary now because of that rule that was made up like 50 years ago in prisons of the drop the soap rule. But anyway. So, yeah, seriously, just, and like I've said before, stop worrying about your virginity. In fact, if anything, embrace it. I'll just put myself out there and just say, don't lose your virginity like I did. Because I lost my virginity from getting really drunk and, bringing some other drunken lady back to my place. She also wasn't a very good looking lady. Obviously, that's happened. That common joke of bringing ugly women back home. Well, it happened to me. And that's how I lost my virginity. Do you really seriously need to lose your virginity that bad or need to get laid that bad to just do it for the sake of getting laid? Is the thing I'm trying to say. Don't, if you're going to have sex, at the very least, don't just do it for the sake of having sex. Because that just takes all the fun out of it. Take it from me. It takes all of the fun out of it. Do something because you want to do it and because you're doing it for yourself. Now, I know teachers at high schools and other workplaces will say that to you and probably won't mean it. But when I say it on my channel, I actually do mean it. But in any case, I guess I will just end this video because I think I've made the point enough of why it is a really dumb thing to lie about your lifestyle like that. Something that people generally don't even care about or in some cases need to even hear about anyway. So with that being said, I'll just end the video here and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.